Hey, what's up everyone? In this video I want to highlight some of the tactics used by Furia on the T side of Mirage. We'll be looking into the matches they played against G2 and Renegades during the Starladder playoff stage. Furia seems to be very comfortable on Mirage, almost always picking this map when playing best of threes. So let's have a look at why they choose this map and how they approach it. Let's start off with a pistol round against G2. Furia decides to do a B execute with two smokes, one to cover the window of market while the other one is covering deep towards short. However, unfortunately for Furia, their B execute is completely countered by a 4-man B stack of the CTs. Due to the smoke only blocking deeper towards short, multiple CTs can stand in front of it and put up a crossfire with the player standing near the bench or jail position. This might have not been an issue if there were only two players defending from B and short, but since that's not the case, Furia ends up in a disadvantage, resulting in an easy win for G2. Quick tip on the smoke lineups. The market window smoke is very easy and common. It's thrown from this corner while aiming at the top of the building as shown on screen. Then a jump throw and the smoke will land in the window. For the second smoke, come over to this area, jump on top of the trash, and then you need to bump into the wooden plank. When looking up, you'll see a small triangle. Aim slightly at the left of the center and do a left click throw. The smoke will bounce off the arch and land deep towards short. Even though they lost the first round, the guys from Furia are confident and do a force buy in the second round. This consists of 4 smokes, some flashes and 3 SMGs combined with 2 upgraded pistols. The smokes are used to do a default B lockdown, smoking off the arches and the market. The second arch smoke is lined up from this red dot, aiming at the edge between the dark and the bright surfaces. Combined with these 2 other smokes and the flashbangs, a solid execute can be done. kWPRZt throws this flash before jumping out of the window where he gets shot by Amanek, but his death is traded by Yuri, who also jumps out to deal with the blinded CT. He then positions himself in this area, holding off any pushes through the smoke coming from market. At the same time, Henny has planted the bomb on default and stays in cover for the after plant situation. Worth noting is the timing that Furia used to push. They jumped out of the balcony even before the smokes had appeared. In combination with the early bomb plant, those delayed smokes give them that 1 or 2 second time advantage that ends up crucial in the after plant situation. Henny gets a pick on the guy pushing short, while Yuri gets double peek from market, but due to the limited time that G2 has, they have to push quickly and run into Henny's UMP, who wins the round for Furia. Let's have a look at a complete execute during one of the full buys for Furia. As you can see, they have a different approach to the A execute than most people are used to. Instead of blocking off CT and jungle directly, they use 2 smokes to create a complete wall in front of the bench position. Combining this with a smoke on stairs and one in between the default box and firebox gives them the window of opportunity to only focus on the shadow and default positions while entering the site. Starting off with kWPRZt, we can see him going to the horseshoe position to throw this smoke. This is going to block off the vision for the CTs who are looking into apartments, denying them any information about potential B pushes. The only thing Lias can do in this scenario is to sit in the window to perhaps catch someone off guard pushing through the smoke that he used in apartments. At the same time, on the other side of the map, Art gets an entry frag on Jakim, who was pushing aggressively into Palace. After throwing the extra smoke towards Shadow, Art returns to T-spawn to set himself up for the smoke lineup required in the execute. This smoke is thrown from the position at the bottom of this dark line, then aiming at the right lower corner of the window. Together with the 2 bench smokes and the common stair smoke, they create a robust execute that is combined with lots of molotovs and flashbangs. Vinny is the first one to push out of ramp. He first makes sure that nobody's playing from the sandwich position by using his molotov. After this he swings out wide to deal with JKS, who was playing under shadow. He gets the frag and then he decides to jump up onto the default box to maybe try and catch someone off guard on site. However, Azar was already waiting for him and gets an instant kill. Meanwhile, kWPRZt has positioned himself inside Palace, and due to the nature of how the smokes are positioned, he can safely push out and have a pick on the guy that is pushing behind the firebox, and this allows him to get an easy frag. However, since they used all of their smokes in the beginning of the execute, they are now left in a situation where they still have to plant the bomb, This is a little bit awkward since they ran out of all of their utility except for one flashbang that Art manages to pick up from the sandwich position. You will see that on screen. They use this one flashbang to flash off CT, and this allows them to have a safe plant from the default position. In the afterplan situation, Art manages to eliminate Gratisfaction, but gets instantly traded by Lias. However, since Henny is on Tetris and kWPRZt is in Palace, they have the perfect crossfire scenario. kWPRZt tries to bait out some shots by shoulder peeking, but this doesn't end up happening since Lias tries to save. Unfortunately for him, he gets shot by Henny after the bomb exploded. This is the perfect scenario for Furia, eliminating all CTs and even allowing them to save an AWP. And that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. So we've seen one pistol round, we've seen one force buy round, and we've seen one full execute buy round. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any suggestions of your favorite team that you want to see on a certain map, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.